two questions, two, that I get all the time. One is, are virtual events still a thing? And two is, should I be doing virtual events because I really love in-person events? I think virtual events are the best, but here is the thing. First of all, yes, virtual events are still a thing. They're bigger and better than ever. Just Google it and look at the stats. It's incredible how much they're growing. But that's sort of worldwide. If you look specifically at speakers, authors, and content creators, you'll see that increasingly they're not doing fewer virtual events, they're doing more.
What?
In fact, some people are even replacing their ballroom events, their stadium events, with virtual events. Why would they do that? Because people with really big events typically love really big events. But here's the thing, they also love net profit. And this is exactly why you're seeing some in-person ballroom, stadium, etc. events fold, either in favor of virtual or being replaced by virtual. And it's because the net profit is so much better. And if you're an entrepreneur, what's more important, gross profit or net profit? Net profit is most important, and nothing will outperform a virtual event for that. There's no hotel, there's no contract, there's no room blocks, there's no food and beverage minimums, there's no audiovisual, there's no print and product, you need fewer team. I mean, it's massively different. But here is the thing. This leads to the second question. But I love in-person events. I really want you to think about this. I think they're both live events and they're both in person. I mean, the people at home are in person. So I always struggle with calling it an in-person event, but I get that it's a thing. So the way I've started thinking about it is there are ballroom events and there are virtual events. They're both live and they're both in person. I think virtual events are the best because you can have a global event from the comfort of your home or home office or home studio, which is pretty amazing. And the attendees can attend from anywhere in the world. They don't have to incur all these costs to get to you, which is pretty amazing. But if you really crave that kind of connection, I want you to think about it this way. Use the virtual event as an enrollment event. This becomes the signature event that you use to enroll people into your high ticket offer. Now, this eliminates the liability to host an event to launch your high ticket offer. Because for years and years and years, I had people come up to me at the back of a ballroom and say, Barry, I see that you're running events for the best in the industry. Everyone who's anyone uses you to run their events. And so someday, I hope you will run my events. And honestly, back then, there wasn't a great alternative. But now there is. You don't have to sit on the sidelines thinking, I can't afford a hotel. I can't afford to do an event, because you can. You can do it from your home office, or home studio. And then once you've launched your high ticket offer, then you know how many people are in your program. You can get RSVPs in advance based on the dates of the events you're going to host. And if you're thinking of doing a mastermind, for example, I'm going to tell you, as a girl who loves a virtual event, I think masterminds are best run in person, meaning I want them to be in a space together in 3D. But now you have the details and the RSVPs to confidently go to a venue and sign a contract and not be putting your life on the line and wondering if you're actually going to fill it. You know that you're going to fill it because you've pre-sold it. Now you can have the best of both worlds. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can launch your high ticket offer through the net profit power of a virtual live event without incurring any crazy liability, really any liability, and then using that launch to actually fund the event that you want to have at the retreat center, at the beautiful ballroom, at the beautiful Airbnb, at your own home, whatever it might be. And you know what it's going to do? Make your next virtual experience even better. So that next virtual event could be even stronger. The calls that you have in between, even stronger. And then one last thing I want to say is, if you're thinking, Barry, I love all this, and actually I just love net profit, and I don't think I ever want to incur the cost of a ballroom or ever get people together in 3D. Well, here's the good news. You don't ever have to do that. You can literally launch a high ticket offer through the power of a virtual live event and deliver a high ticket offer through the power of virtual, which just leaves, quite frankly, I mean, you guessed it, right? More net profit. That's the way we build a business year after year, cohort after cohort. Here's the good news. You can do this. If you loved this content and you'd like to see more, I want you to like, follow, and subscribe, and leave me a comment about what you loved and why, so that I could do more of that, and what you'd love to see me do in the future. I promise you, I read every single one and I use them to design future content coming straight to you.